It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome to 2K Sports, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson, sitting alongside the Big Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal, and the prop plane, Kenny Smith. Tip-off coming up shortly from Oracle Arena as the Golden State Warriors will be going up against the Oklahoma City Thunder. Last outing for the Thunder, they won that game against the Kings in Sacramento, feeling confident after a runaway win. We'll see if they carry over some of that momentum. And I'll tell you, two tremendous defenses tonight, Kenny.
Yes.
It's going to be hard for either team to put up many points.
That's why you got to stay patient, Ernie. You can't just jack up shots. Every bucket is going to matter. Don't force shots. Just run your offense. Make sure everyone touches it. Make the defense work because they are willing to work.
And you got to pound the offensive glass, create second chance opportunities, and you got to try to get those easy buckets in transition.
Hey, so you got to be patient?
Yes.
I got a joke for you. Oh. I got a joke for you.
Okay, got it.
Okay, it's a knock-knock joke. Are you ready?
Yes.
All ready?
All right.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Impatient cow.
Impatient
Moo. Because see, the cow said moo before
he was so
the joke was
impatient.
over.
Yeah. He said moo before you asked. That's
moo.
Moo.
Number 0, Demarcus Cousins. From Washington State, number 11, Clay Thompson. And from Davidson, number 30, forward position at 6 foot 9 inches. Number 35, Kevin Durant. The head coach of your home team is Steve Kerr. Let's hear it for your Golden State Warriors.
We've got NBA basketball in store for you. We're live at the Oracle Arena in Oakland, California, the home of the Warriors, live on 2K Sports. Thanks for joining us, everyone. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. With Brent Barry and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan, and David Aldridge will be joining us on the sideline as well. First game back in Golden State for the Warriors. They're ready to play. Well, they're entering a bit of a soft spot in their schedule, facing off guys against some of the lower-ranked teams in the league, and we'll see if they're able to take advantage and pad their win total.
And what you love about rivalry games, doesn't matter where the teams are in the standings. This is about pride.
Well, as much as guys talk about it and try to downplay it, we know what's at stake here. You get into the game, and then your emotions take over.
So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. Roberson and George fill out the wings. Patterson is the 4 with Adams in the middle. And it's Westbrook in at the point guard position. Brent, we're already starting to hear some trade rumors out there. Is it ever too early to start making changes?
If you talk to any good GM, it's never too early to start thinking about how can I make this roster better.
Constant thoughts.
There are some times, though, and I think we've seen this through the years, where there might be a player that's on the roster that, whether there's a coaching change or his approach to the season, maybe it's a contract year and mentally he's not really where he needs to be, that sometimes teams examine that and think, we might need to remove this now in order for us to get where we need to go. And that might be some of the reasons why, Kevin, we're hearing some names this early in the season.
Exactly. Curry against Westbrook. Now here's Cousins. Defense right on him. And then Durant with the dunk.
Yeah, in this offense and in this structure, there's going to be opportunities to get a lot more assists for Cousins.
Westbrook against Curry. Westbrook kicks to Adams. Here's George. And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And he's drawing those whistles. A couple quick ones back to back.
Sean Livingston, he's checked in for Klay Thompson. Here's Adams. Lays it in without an inch of room around him.
Well, Adams doesn't get his number called offensively all that often, but when he does, he can show you what he's capable of doing.
Knocked away. Here's Roberson. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Sacramento.
A good chance to see Paul George burst that time.
And that was an unleashed chaos moment indeed. What a spectacular play. Sponsored by Under Armour Hover Habit. Now, here is Bell. He dishes it to Curry. Drops in the tray. Curry's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Now, here's Livingston. Tight defense on him. Curry finds Cousins. Three-pointer. And there's Stephen Curry on the assist by Cousins. And that's now 6 points for Steph Curry. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. The 3 from George. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
And he's really been working to get those looks, and it's starting to pay off here early on.
Warriors leading by 3. David Aldridge had a chance to catch up with head coach Steve Kerr. Dave, what do you have to say?
Well, Kevin, this team does have some powerful finishers inside, and he said that option is always going to be one for them. He said, when in doubt, I want our guys to be aggressive, get inside, and force the defense to collapse. That creates inside-out opportunities. Kevin, that's the game plan. Back to you.
Okay, David, thanks. And here is Durant. After Paul George getting his 3 to go, Durant dishes to Curry.
Well, due for a miss after 4 of 5 to begin this one.
Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Roberson the pass to Westbrook. Yep, that one goes in there. Westbrook's got his first bucket of the night.
Russell loves the challenge there, and he's in the heart of the defense, and he rips it out of him there.
Bell with it, guarded now by Patrick Patterson. Here's Durant. Outside Curry. Lets it go from deep. Curry with another miss. The Thunder have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Westbrook kicks to Roberson. Back to Westbrook. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
Nice way to start the evening. His numbers getting called, and for good reason.
This is also one of those things where you start to think about how you're going to change your defense already. If at all possible, make someone else beat you. I like the defensive effort. They did a good job altering the mid-range shot and then making the shooter feel a bit uneasy.
Now the Warriors moving it up. On up the court. Great pass to set up the lay-in. And it's 8 points for Steph Curry.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter. And of course, we know about Demarcus Cousins last season and the torn Achilles. I'm just glad to see him back out on the floor and fully recovered. He's put in a lot of work in terms of rehab to make sure that he could get back to doing what he does best.
Here's Curry following the basket by Russell Westbrook. Cousins, no one around him. Off target from three-point range. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 6 of 9, shooting it well. Here's...
Yikes!
Wow.
Well, not only looking at Paul George get up, look at the guys on the bench loving it from PG.
Paul George in 2017-18 taking his three-point shooting to new heights. In fact, Brent, the best percentage of his career Most makes, too.
Well, he's one of the league leaders, Kevin, every year, and just becomes so dangerous from the three-point line. Playing in that secondary offensive role in OKC, he pretty much feasted on catch-and-shoot opportunities with Westbrook having the ball.
Warriors trail by 4.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Sinks the three-pointer.
I mean, there's no way. I mean, there's just a sliver of daylight, and there's 3 more.
And first timer of the game called for Oklahoma City.
The Thunder, one of the lowest rates of assists in the league last year. Also, a team that does not move the ball around all that much to gain some advantage with strong side, weak side movement. So we'll see isolation, we'll see pick and roll, and very few passes in a contest like this.
Here's Westbrook. Wow, way off on that one. Golden State's gone 3 of 6, 50% from deep so far tonight. It's stolen by Adams. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Roberson kicks to George. Got a piece of it. Over Cousins. And again, no good by Oklahoma City. And the Thunder had great talent, but their offense hasn't allowed all their players sprint to flourish at the same time. Why is that?
Well, it's just a team that doesn't have a commitment to a flow style of offense. They have such great talent that I think the talent tries to take on the load sooner in offensive possessions than maybe the coaching staff would like, and they have great individual scores. That's what these guys have done in the league for a very long time.
Curry, good.
Steph's such an ideal pick and roll guy. The threat of the long ball always there, so whether he's shooting or passing, the defense has a hard time keeping up.
Here's Westbrook, and there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And there's the foul against Golden State.
Well, you think back to a time when people wondered if Westbrook was too aggressive playing with KD. They said Russ was taking too many shots. No questions anymore. Westbrook is the man in OKC.
And the first one at the line is good. And for Westbrook, winning the MVP and averaging a triple-double for an entire season. Greg, how much does he have left to prove?
Well, it's all about winning. We know Russ can take over a game. We know he can make his teammates better. How much better and how far they get in the playoffs, that's the real question.
Both free throws good from Westbrook.
You know, every night that I get a chance to be called to do a broadcast and sit here courtside, I appreciate it so much to be able to watch Russell Westbrook this close. The combination of his motor and incredible talent, it's an all-time sort of run he's on, and great to watch it.
Shoots from the elbow, and there's Cousins. That's good on the assist by Livingston. Cousins has got his first points of the game. And it's Shrewder with the ball. He brings it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. And Patterson kicks to Adams. Pass to Shrewder. Shoots over Livingston. And the shot is long. Brett, we've heard people say that Russell Westbrook is not a superstar. What are your thoughts on that?
How old are these people you're talking to, Kevin? And really, how much basketball have they watched? Russell Westbrook is the elite of the elite.
And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And so it's Oklahoma City with it. Patterson finds Shrewder to the right side. Now here's Livingston. He's covered by Westbrook. And stolen by Patterson. And now here's George, the fast break opportunity.
You wonder if Paul George finally has a situation here where he could show why he's an elite player, why he's an all-star, but to pay off how hungry he is to prove it with a late postseason run.
And the first one drops. Brent, the league playing at a faster pace overall now. Will there ever come a time when every team will play with that same speed?
No, because one team will always be faster than the next. So it's never going to be exacting for every ball club. And as you and I have talked several times, Kevin, you got to play to your strengths. And even though teams are finding more positionless basketball players, some of these guys have attributes to their game where you want to get them in certain positions. That takes time.
It's all about personnel.
It's all about your personnel. And again, putting those guys in the proper place where they can succeed more often. This is the kind of guy that you wake up in a cold sweat the night before you play him. Just a matchup nightmare. Tricky, confident, and he takes on all comers.
Now here's Noel. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. George with the bucket.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Warriors trail by 3. Cook, the pass to Urebko. Back to Cook. Passes it to Curry. Unloads, and the Warriors tack on 2 more.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And for the Thunder, they're shooting an impressive 60% early. The pass to George. A floater. Kicks it out to Shrewder. Pass to Felton. Grant gets a wide open look. Off target with his 3.
And they have a narrow edge here in rebounding early on, and you wonder what kind of a role that's going to play moving forward.
Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Shrewder surveying the floor. Yep, it counts. And the Thunder lead by 3.
And trust me, Dennis Shrewder would love to score the basketball, but his ability to set up his teammates is also effective.
Pass to Iguodala. Urebko kicks to Cook. Five to shoot. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Last time in Oakland, they lost to the Warriors.
Hey, and you could say they probably were in control for 3 quarters of that game, but in that 4th quarter, man, they just fell apart.
Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well. So we'll see Steph Curry go to the line right here. That's on Raymond Felton.
Well, Steph Curry, widely regarded as the best shooter in the history of the game. He's been so successful playing point guard in the NBA at times. I think we forget that he transitioned from playing shooting guard in his younger days.
That one drops. He ties it up. You know, Greg, a lot of players can't make that switch from shooting guard to point guard. You've got to give Steph a lot of credit.
He's worked tirelessly. I mean, we've all seen those pregame ball handling drills. He's still prone to a careless turnover or 2, but on the plus side, he rebounds like a shooting guard. And today's point guards are expected to score much more than in days past. And forcing the miss there, he just knows how to pressure you defensively.
You hear a lot about rim protection. This is a good example of how valuable it can be.
Now here's Urebko. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Fires the 3. And it's Cook missing. And so it's Felton who will bring it up for Oklahoma City. Down low, here's Shrewder. Noel trying to break loose. And there's Shrewder. That's good. The assist by Felton.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Cook kicks to Curry. Cousins inside. Noel on him. Tries again. And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
Here's the proverbial easier said than done, Kevin. You got to tie up Cousins if you're going to foul him.
And Demarcus Cousins, one of the few players in the NBA who can just simply dominate Brent a game with his size and skill.
Yeah, I think there are ways he could actually do that even more so, where he could just be more of a force throughout the course of any game. And I remember last season he put up that huge 40-point, 20-rebound, 10-assist game, just a monster game. And that's the first stat line with those kind of numbers in the NBA in the last 50 years.
And they now lead as the free throw drops for him.
Well, Demarcus Cousins is so aggressive. He's always going to draw some fouls on the inside, whether the refs call that or not. Fortunately for the team, he's a very good free throw shooter.
And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. For Oklahoma City, they have been good at the line so far, 5 of 5. And so he hits the technical free throw. And Greg Paul George, the league leader in steals and deflections in 2018.
And Frank Vogel, who coached him at Indiana, said he always thought PG had Allen Iverson's instincts in Scottie Pippen's body. He's talented enough to disrupt without gambling.
Now here's Felton. 9-point game his last outing. Takes it out to Shrewder. And the 3 off target. The Warriors shooting it from their comfort zone so far in this one, 57% from the field. Curry can't get it to go.
Well, the D did their job there. Excellent contest to alter the close ranger.
Grant, that's good.
No doubt that Jeremy Grant wants to become a better shooter, showing signs of progress in his catch-and-shoot game.
Jerebko with it. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. They double-team Curry. Back to Jerebko. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup. Jerebko's got the game tied up here for the Warriors. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's George. Again, Oklahoma City.
This guy is just shredding the defense right now. He's hitting any shots he's putting up.
Curry against Felton. Now here's Curry. Lets it go from deep. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Curry's got 23 points. It's been all about Stephen Curry for the Golden State Warriors. And he's supplying a lot of their offense with his three-point shooting. Knocked down 4 from distance in that quarter alone. And don't go away. We'll be right back. Notching a 50, 40, 90% season is a rare feat indeed. And Steph Curry, one of the few who have done it, talked about that challenge.
The field goal percentage as a whole is the toughest one. You're going to have some open shots, you're going to have some tough shots, but having that level of consistency and accuracy over the course of 82 games is unbelievably hard.
And consistent excellence certainly is the key. Curry brings it night in and night out.
And as tough as it is to hit those marks, he just seems to make it look easy.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. What do you guys think about the Warriors here so far?
I mean, you saw it. That barrage of threes has them grooving here after one.
Well, they found a little bit of space out there on the perimeter, and they have a shared confidence right now. That tends to breed some success for this team.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So for Oklahoma City right now, the forwards, George and Grant. Dennis Shrewder is out there with Felton. And it's Noel in at the center filling out the middle. Here's Jerebko. Cranes the three-pointer. Jerebko's got the opening field goal of the second quarter for the Warriors.
Love to see it when he pulls up from the outside. A big guy with tremendous range is a prized commodity in today's NBA.
The 3 from George. He can't get it to go.
He hit 1 3 in the first, but the well has been totally dry for him in the second.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Draymond Green is a former Defensive Player of the Year, and he remembers his motivation. They said I fell in the draft because what position would I guard? I'll never forget that. I'm comfortable guarding any position. When I'm playing against big guys, I battle even harder. You have to prove a point. I won't be a pushover. Kevin?
Yeah, he never backs down. Thanks, David.
like how Paul George right now is reading the defense like a Sunday paper, has a good feel as to when to fire from distance.
Thompson with the bucket. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Shrewder outside. Felton taking his time here. Grant kicks it over to Shrewder. Launches it. And no good that time. So Golden State will take it the other way. Felton against Thompson. Passes it to Urebko. In the corner, Iguodala with it. Launches it. And it's Cousins with the foul. That's his first foul. Some changes for Golden State. Bell is checked in for Cousins. Kevin Durant comes in for Urebko. And it's Livingston in for Quinn Cook. Then for the Thunder, Steven Adams, he's checked in for George. Andre Roberson comes in for Raymond Felton. And it's Russell Westbrook in for Dennis Shrewder. Outside Westbrook. Lets it go with a three. Roberson kicks to Grant. He nails it, and we're tied up. Grant's got 5 now.
Wow, Jeremy Grant continuing to work on his game, stretching it out to the three-point line.
And there's the pass to Iguodala. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Iguodala's got his first basket of the night. Oklahoma City comes into this one after the win against the Kings in Sacramento. And Noel kicks to Adams. Westbrook. And Roberson has it in the corner. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. This one for 3. It's rebounded by Livingston.
And that's a rare sight. Usually shooters make the defense pay when they're that lackadaisical.
Greg, you look at the lineup for the reigning champs. When healthy, this team starts 5 all-star players at every position.
And even with Boogie coming back from a devastating injury, this team is scary. People immediately called it the best team ever assembled. Credit the front office, but the Warriors players still have to prove they are the best ever on the floor this season.
Here's Grant after the made shot from Klay Thompson. Near the three-point line, it's Westbrook. That's good, and that evens things out for him. 50-50. 4 of 8 shooting this game. Livingston kicks to Thompson. Iguodala against Grant. Iguodala, that's good. Iguodala's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, he fights through some aggressive defense. Iguodala using those broad shoulders and not taking no for an answer.
Grant outside. With some arc. Warriors with the rebound.
Well, important to get great balance if you get bumped on your way to the basket. Still something that every player tries to get comfortable with.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Patterson's checked in.
One shot.
Free throw good, Livingston. You know, Greg, you hear that since Kevin Durant moved to the Bay Area, he's wasted no time making connections and investments in Silicon Valley.
It's interesting. He's reined in his endorsements by over half, but he's so inquisitive. I think meeting these tech luminaries and learning from them was part of the allure of the Golden State.
Now, here's Westbrook. He had 22 points in the win against Sacramento. Great D that time from Durant.
And right now, I think just his demeanor is hurting the team. His shooting's been off, and he knows it.
Iguodala dishes to Durant. Thompson outside. Jacks up a three. That shot off. So the Thunder will take it the other way. Thompson against Westbrook. Pass to Patterson. Kicks to Roberson. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face. Roberson's got his first points in this one. Warriors leading by 5. Livingston finds Iguodala. Shoots over Grant. And it's Iguodala missing.
Well, the team is still up despite him struggling, so hopefully he'll find his rhythm.
They grab their own miss. Patterson, that's good. Patterson's got his first points of the night.
Well, Patterson usually on the perimeter, this time down on the inside, doing a little bit of damage.
Inside, and the jam by Kevin Durant.
Well, we've all seen it, the mobility, the wingspan of Durant. Seriously, how are you going to stop him on an alley-oop?
And here is Patterson. Now Grant. And the rejection by Iguodala.
Iguodala demonstrating his defensive prowess yet again. Superb reach on that block. I still love the shot selection. The defense wasn't really a factor. They need to be more aggressive guarding the mid-range.
Now here's Grant. He has 5. Here's Adams. Good D by Bell.
The defensive reaction time, it was just immediate on that one.
You know, sometimes the most important part of that is the angle that the defender chooses. That time, he chose wisely.
Roberson kicks to Westbrook. Right wing. Pass to Roberson. And Durant sends it back.
An extremely fluid athlete with sneaky explosiveness. It's a wonder Durant doesn't block more shots.
And the Warriors making a change here. Curry's checked in, and Oklahoma City also making a switch. Dennis Schroeder's checked in for Jeremy Grant. Warriors leading by 7. Outside Curry. Floats one, and the layup is up and in. Curry's got 25 points in the game.
Like to see it when Steph has the confidence to try the floater just over the top of the defense and that soft touch, and it goes.
Now here's Shrewder. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Kings in Sacramento.
And guys, what impressed me most was his passing. He constantly looked for the open man and found guys in great spots.
Durant, the pass to Curry. Off target there, that would have pushed the lead to double digits. Outside Westbrook. Here's Patterson. And Roberson has it in the corner. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. That's good, and the Warrior lead is cut down to 6 in the bucket from Patterson.
And they may be leaning a little too heavily on the three-pointer when there are better looks to be had inside.
Bell takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
And how about the court awareness there? Peripheral vision of Curry. Strong feel for when guys are uncovered, finds the open man.
Now here's Shrewder. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game.
I mean, if the defender is going to play off like that, then you know what's going to happen. There are going to be points put on the board.
Didn't think that was going to go in. Curry's got the lead up to 9 now for the Warriors.
And even after all those three-pointers he hit in that first quarter, it looks like the D still didn't learn its lesson as they've left him open for another one.
Now here's Patterson. He has 5. Shrewder, left side. Here's Adams. The shot's good on the assist by Shrewder. Schroeder's got 3 assists in the game. And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for Golden State. He kicks to Thompson. 1:37 left here in the second. He made that one. Basket number 3 for him. He's also missed 2. 5 years from now, who do you think will be the best player in the NBA?
5 years from now, the best player in the NBA will be
Antetokounmpo? I'm going to go.
Wow.
I'm going to go and just say that right now.
You think he'll be the best player in the league?
If he does not get injured, I think he'll be the best player in the NBA. 5 years from now.
Okay, that sounds good.
Give me another name.
Is Joel Embiid going to be
that
the
as
man
well.
in the league?
I like that if he stays healthy. Of course, you can say that with anybody.
You can say it with anybody, but Joel Embiid might just be that guy.
Special talents.
And boy, has he picked it up since the start of the second. His shots now starting to fall.
And Greg, certainly the knock on Dennis Shrewder is play on the defensive end.
Nobody questions how effective he is on offense. I just think he has a tendency to take a few too many plays off and too many chances on defense. If he wants to be viewed as a top point guard in this league, he'll need to show some consistency on the defensive end.
And Dennis Shrewder, a.k.a. Dennis the Menace, remember, coming over from Germany, has been a great slasher and an attack point guard who likes to get around the rim and challenge some bigger defenders.
Now here's Durant. He's got 6, fades, and too long on the shot. A chance at a 2 for 1 if they want it.
If I'm them, I try it.
Outside, George. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's on Kevin Durant.
And he just seemed to have a little more fire in the first quarter than he has in this one. And it showed in all the trips he made to the free throw line. Those have dried up.
For Oklahoma City, they have made the most out of their opportunities at the line. They have yet to miss in 7 attempts.
2 shots. Last on the first.
And he knocks down the first one. Quinn Cook's checked in for the Warriors. And Oklahoma City also making a switch. Noel's checked in. And both free throws good for Paul George.
Looking comfortable there from the line. Knows he needs to come through for his team at the charity stripe.
And Thompson kicks to Curry. Cousins against Noel. Here's Curry. And again, no good by Golden State. And Felton is up top. He's usually able to provide some lift to his team, averaging 6 points a game. And here's George for 3. He can't get that one. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Warriors ahead, up 4. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Joined here by Steve Kerr. Coach, great offense from you guys in the first half. What got you the lead?
I started calling some great plays for Steph Curry.
That's why you're the coach of the year, Steve. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It is a good game we have here after one half of play. Everybody, welcome back for our halftime show. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny Smith. The first half was all about Stephen Curry. He ended up with 28 points, 2 steals, and 1 assist. He had a very shaky performance in their last game, but it has not affected him at all tonight. What a tremendous first half he played. Taking a look at the Warriors, Kenny, what'd you think?
Well, their shooting accuracy was on point. It was good play calling, of course, by the coaching staff, but it was great execution by the team.
And now, Shaq, let's get your opinion on Oklahoma City.
Well, if you can't shoot the ball, you might want to stop chucking it up. They keep trying the 3, but it's not going down. They're relying too much on the 3 ball. Way too much. It's good when it's falling for you, but when it's not, You have to try something else.
And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third period.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
And so far, he's giving them great production from deep. They've been able to kind of spread the floor because of it.
Well, his shooting has fueled the offense, and we'll see if they can get him the ball to see if he can keep it going in the second half.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. The tremendous pair of Curry and Clay in the backcourt. Jonas Jerebko out there with Bell, and it's Cousins in at the 5 down low. So that's the group out there for Golden State. Passes it to Jerebko. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Jerebko's got the first points of the second half up on the board for the Warriors. Thunder trailing by 7. Westbrook kicks to Roberson. And the pass to Patterson. Here's Roberson, guarded by Curry. Here's Patterson, and right away they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Patterson's got his third basket of the night right there. Curry against Westbrook. Curry finds Thompson. Jerebko with it. Here's the teardrop, and Curry puts it in. Curry's got 30 points.
Well, he's got a baton in the right hand as he's orchestrating what's going on. A maestro, if you will.
Pass to George. Rebounded by Bell. Warriors leading by 6. There's the foul. It's on Patrick Patterson. That's his first foul. Durant's checked in for Jerebko.
First personal foul, team's first. Kevin Durant.
Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. Durant, no good. Thunder trailing by 6 and trying to defend the Warriors. All that motion. Brent, how tough is that to defend?
Well, it kills you, Kevin, because it's not like you know if you give up an open shot, it's going to go in. That happens with most of the NBA. It's the fact that maybe you're 2 feet away or 6 inches away from getting a steal, and that play costs you, and it just keeps coming at you for 48 minutes. Those devastating shooters, all of that movement, really tough to guard, and everybody in the league's having their troubles with it.
Count it, and the Warrior lead has been cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from Paul George.
Well, you got to have just great ball control when you're making a move like that, and Paul George definitely has the handles.
And Cousins gets it to go.
Oh, man, got to love that pass there. Couldn't ask for a better one.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Pass to Roberson. Poke loose, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Thunder will retain possession. Here's what Oklahoma City's schedule is looking like. On Friday, they'll head home to take on the Charlotte Hornets. And then on Saturday, they'll be taking on Paul Millsap and the Denver Nuggets.
And just looking ahead to what's on tap, there are a lot of winnable games for them, but you can't go into the stretch with that mentality. You got to focus on what's in front of you and bring it every night.
Now here's Westbrook. 10 points for him. 20 feet out. And it falls over the rim and in. Westbrook's got 12 points in the game.
Now, very few players, if any, are more explosive off the pick and roll than Russell Westbrook.
Here's Durant, and stolen by Patterson. George looking around. Kicks it to Westbrook. Durant against George. From outside the arc, and again Oklahoma City with the triple.
Yeah, Paul George right now invested fully in this game and on both ends of the floor. Relentless on offense thus far.
Curry with it. Westbrook picks him up. Great open look there. And that's now 9 points for Kevin Durant.
A little tit-for-tat action going on the back-to-back trades.
Yeah, a little gamesmanship from range could force both defenses to maybe extend out a little further.
Here's Roberson. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Just 5 on the clock. George passes to Roberson. And Steph Curry with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Well, he bailed him out with that one. The shot clock was low. You got to just play straight up D. That is not the time to take a foul.
Andre Iguodala. He's checked in for Golden State. And Patterson kicks to Westbrook. Passes to George. Roberson finds Westbrook. Warriors with the rebound. Cousins has got 8 rebounds in this game. Down low, trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Here's George. A stupendous finish in traffic. George has got 7 points here in this quarter. Golden State's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. The Warriors' Steve Kerr, the fastest coach in major American sports history to 250 wins. Brent, he gave all the credit to his players. But you talk about what makes him special.
Well, I think Steve just really timed it right in terms of when it was he was going to approach the next phase of his life, waiting for his children to be in a good place, waiting for him mentally to be in a spot where he was going to take over a talented team and put his imprint on it. His experience in Phoenix in the front office, teaching him about what it takes to move players around and make trades. Just a proper approach and the proper timing for Steve to take over a basketball club, and then to bring all of what he learned from Greg Popovich and Phil Jackson to the table, along with a lot of his own. And I think Steve thought long and hard and prepared himself on a lot of levels about what the job was going to be for him. We've seen that play out rather nicely in the last few years.
Patterson, the putback, great positioning on the putback.
Well, you have to put at least one body on Adams, maybe 2. With his size and relentlessness, he'll light you up on the offensive glass.
Now here's Cousins. 7 points in the game. The 3. It's rebounded by Roberson. Roberson's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. He kicks it to Westbrook. And there's the pass to Patterson. Over Curry. Patterson can't get it to go.
And he completely threw the timing off on that jumper. That is how you D up.
Playing with tremendous aggressiveness without fouling. That's an excellent job.
The Warriors making a switch here. Livingston's checked in. And then for Oklahoma City, Noel's checked in for Patterson. Felton comes in for Roberson. And Dennis Shrewder subbed in for Russell Westbrook. Here's Curry. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. Thunder trailing by 3. Outside, Felton. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Andre Iguodala. That is his first foul of the game. Stolen by Durant. Pass to Curry. Fires for 3. And again, no good by Golden State. Shrewder against Curry. Shrewder outside. Outside, George. 4 on the shot clock. Right wing. Here's Adams. It's rebounded by Golden State. Cousins has got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Outside for Curry. That's good, and a nice assist from Durant. And that's now 33 points for Steph Curry.
And that's another three. And if the defense is hoping that they don't heat up from out there like they did in the first half, they may be in for a real bad surprise.
Now here's Shrewder. He's got 7 and good that time. Now here's Curry. Pass to Cousins. Dishes it to Iguodala. Back to Cousins. Stolen by George. Outside Felton. Shrewder outside, and Adams kicks to George. Back to Adams. Clock is at 3. Shoots over Cousins, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Let's go to the 2K leaderboard and see which teams have been the NBA's best in the rebounding department. Number 1, the Thunder. Number 5, the Warriors.
And you know, anytime you get these two teams together, it's going to be physical. Both of them really go after it on the backboard.
Curry with it. Now guarded by Shrewder. Curry dishes to Iguodala. They double team Curry. Releases. And it's off the back rim. No good. One of the best NBA athletes of his era, Andre Iguodala. And still you could make the case, Brent, it's his intelligence that's his strongest attribute.
And most of the time, the comments from Steve Kerr or Ron Adams, the defensive guru on the coaching staff, talk about how Andre Iguodala is a coach on the floor. So he's been a great mentor for Klay Thompson and some of the younger players who are coming up and coming along with the Warriors, to talk to them about how he thinks, what he sees, and what he does. Big reason why the Warriors have won multiple titles.
Here's Curry after the made shot from Dennis Shrewder. Durant kicks to Curry. That's tipped. Paul George with the steal. Felton with the ball. And Curry picks him up defensively. Shrewder passes to George. Fades and shoots. Kevin Durant with the rebound. And so it's Durant with it. He'll bring it up for Golden State. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Iguodala deciding where to go with it to end the cold streak. And Adams sends it back.
Adams is a decent shot blocker, but relies on his position mostly, that time in the right spot. Oh, and the D did not make that any easier. Can't fault the shooter for missing. That's a tough shot.
Oklahoma City's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Curry against Shrewder. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Now let's take a look at Paul George, some stats on him. He's been dominant over the last month, averaging about 27 points a game, just over 2 steals and 6 rebounds. And he's a real threat defensively. You look at his steals during this stretch, always lurking for the smallest mistake.
And he's causing a lot of those mistakes, too. He's just harassing you 94 feet and does not give you an inch.
And that drops, so they now lead by 1.
The potential Shrewder has is pretty exciting. Such a lightning-quick point guard.
Jerebko's checked in for Golden State. Quinn Cook comes in for Curry. Shrewder hits them both.
Well, they depend on him to score, and that doesn't mean just from the field. Sometimes it comes from the charity stripe.
Here is Cook. He's guarded by Shrewder. Cook looking it over. Now here's Livingston. Defense is right there. Over Felton. Solid shot from the distance of about 14 feet. Livingston's got it all tied up now for the Warriors. Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City.
Russell Westbrook with 2 straight seasons. 2. of averaging a triple-double. This is a feat that we thought we would never see again. And Russell backed up the one campaign with another. Just remarkable stuff.
Bell, he's checked in for Golden State.
And a moment here to see the numbers for Durant. First in free throw percentage, 15th in field goal percentage, and he's among the top 20 players in three-point field goal percentage. He has been locked and loaded from beyond.
And it's nice when you have the NBA's best free throw shooter just keep the ball in his hands in clutch situations. He's been completely automatic this season. And the Thunder placing so much, Brent, on Westbrook's shoulders. It's asking a lot.
It's asking a lot. I'm not sure how much Russell actually feels it. He just goes out and continues to put up just staggering, eye-popping numbers. And to get where they want to go, I think they're going to have to find a way to complement him in some way. And he's going to have to trust in those teammates in order to push the envelope a bit. Well, Picasso couldn't have drawn that up any better. Perfect execution off the inbounds.
52 seconds left to play here in the third. Noel in the corner. And Felton is up top, defended by Bell. The feed to Adams. Tries from 7. Uses the glass that time, and it's good. Adams has got 6 here in this quarter.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Cook gets to Durant. Over George. And it's Durant missing. Oklahoma City leading by 3. Passes it to Shrewder. Back to George. Over Durant. And there's Paul George on the assist by Shrewder. Schroeder's got 6 assists now in the game. Paul George, he's been the guy making things happen for the Oklahoma City Thunder. He ends up dropping in 2 from distance, making a difference from long range in this one. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. And Oklahoma City, looking who they've got to start the 4th quarter. At small forward and power forward, it's George and Patterson. Felton is out there with Dennis Schroeder. And it's Noel in at the 5 spot. On the wing, Thompson. He's covered by Felton. Thompson against Felton. The shot by Thompson, no good.
Sometimes you just have an off night, guys, and that's what we've seen so far.
And it's Shrewder missing. Warriors trail by 5. The baseline J. And it's Noel with the rebound. Noel's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Shrewder. That's good, and so Felton has the assist there. Schroeder's got the 4th quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Thunder. Cook kicks to Bell. Back to Cook. Outside Durant. Launches a 3. Basket made. That gives him 7 field goals in 13 tries.
Just one smooth, elongated motion. Durant is just a machine and so repeatable on his delivery.
Now here's Noel. Back to George. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. George against Durant. Stolen by George. And the Thunder pushing it up now. George with the ball. And George with the stuff.
Well, all of that starting right there with the steal by Paul George, illustrating his ability to anticipate that time, and a great play on the ball.
Now here's Durant. Thompson outside. Another three for Golden State.
And defensively, you have got to extend to their shooters. They have been on fire this half.
Yeah, and then the fear sets in that you're going to create driving lanes that could lead to easy buckets. This is not an easy fix.
And slam dunk by Noel.
When you're a veteran player like Paul George, you understand that even 24 seconds is a long time. Great patience to wait for that play.
Jerebko, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two.
Well, the Warriors returning to San Francisco next season after 48 years in Oakland. That new arena in Mission Bay getting finished up, polished up, fresh paint. It's looking good there. Hopefully it'll be just as rocking as Oracle Arena has been for this many years.
And he makes the first. You know, Brent, some wondered whether they'd change their name to the San Francisco Warriors like before, but they're going to stick with Golden State.
Yeah, too much history, I think, in Oakland. They don't want to do anything to disturb the fan base. This is the Bay Area's team, and you mentioned it. It does have a history, Kevin, starting off back in San Francisco in the 60s, and they've become a powerhouse. It seems even more fitting to claim the entire state, the Golden State Warriors.
And it's Westbrook with the ball. He brings it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. 3-point lead. Following this one, they get to host the Hornets. That'll be the first of 4 played at home for them. Now, here's Westbrook. Here's Patterson. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist. Westbrook's got 3 assists now in this one.
Well, Patterson being a little more assertive in the offense here tonight, ready to shoot that time off the direct pass.
Here is Durant. Not going to go that time.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Bell with the block.
The timing by the athletic big man. Bell outstanding at getting up quickly for the rejection.
The Thunder leading by 6. Roberson kicks to George, and George with the stuff.
Well, passing is something he does very well, especially when it comes to leading his man to the right spot.
Here is Cook. He's covered by Westbrook. The pass to Durant. Shot clock at 6. Let's go. Again, Durant missing. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. Here's Patterson. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. Warriors trail by 8. To the paint. Durant kicks to Cook. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
And he has gotten stronger. Durant's been able to do this with more regularity. Powers through for the bucket. Gets a chance to tack on another point at the free throw line.
And some changes here for the Warriors. Cousins comes in for Jerebko. And it's Steph Curry in for Cook. That's good from Durant.
Well, Kevin Durant, he cares. He cares about winning. He cares about his teammates. He cares about how they go about their business. And he puts the work in. So since leaving OKC and all the criticism and all the outside chatter, Kevin Durant has been the best player on the best team in the biggest moments, winning 2 finals MVPs.
Curry against Westbrook. For the 3. It's rebounded by Roberson. Roberson's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Patterson. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Warriors trail by 7. Outside Durant. Paul George with the steal. George double teamed. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And the Warriors with possession here. The Warriors have gotten only 3 of their 9 field goal attempts to go down since the end of the third. Pretty cold down the stretch. Bell's shot is good.
You got to make an effort to keep Bell out of the paint. Good at finishing around the rim.
The Thunder leading by 5. Pass to Westbrook. Over Thompson. That one wide left. Golden State's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. No good from Durant. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 6 of 13, so just above 46% on their field goal attempts here in the quarter. The shot by George, wide open. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Westbrook's got 4 assists now tonight. Now a timeout called by Golden State. The Thunder last season, assembling a big 3 of Russell Westbrook, Paul George, and Carmelo Anthony, didn't mesh Brent like they had hoped. In your opinion, what went wrong?
Well, a bit of a down season in terms of the scoring for Melo, but reasons for that, just not as many opportunities and playing outside along the three-point line. The biggest damage last year was the Roberson injury. It felt like in December the OKC team started to find its stride, and Roberson going out of the lineup, there just wasn't enough of the depth on that roster to make up the difference for them defensively, and OKC never really seemed to find its footing or confidence again.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, guys. Well, Steve Kerr talked to his team during the last timeout. No surprise, he was not happy with the turnovers. He told them, we are giving this one away, guys. We've got to be more careful with the ball, play within the offense, and get good open shots. Kevin?
Okay, David, much appreciated. That one good for 2. And now just a 4-point Oklahoma City lead.
Iguodala getting a bit fancy out there with the ball, toying with the defense.
Here's Roberson, guarded by Kerr, and stolen by Cousins. Out to Thompson. Pass to Curry. Feeds it to Bell, and stolen by Patterson. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Thompson for the triple. Russell Westbrook with the rebound.
Well, he's gotten shots up, but they're not finding the rim. The squad's suffering because of it right now, a bit out of rhythm.
Passes it to Adams. Five on the clock. Outside, George takes the 3. It's rebounded by Golden State. Cousins has got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Thompson finds Curry. Back to Thompson. Good, and Curry gets the assist. 13 points for Klay Thompson.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. Steph Curry, Brent, is there any doubt in your mind that he is the greatest shooter in NBA history?
I don't think there's any doubt, but I like the fact that Steph Curry doesn't want to be a one-trick pony, and he isn't. He's trying to be better at making plays. He's trying to be better at making good decisions. He's trying to be better as a defender. And so all of these things for Steph Curry, he's not satisfied with the things that he's done so far in his career, which have all been elite.
Here's Roberson. Here's Patterson. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
George double teamed. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And it's the Thunder with the ball. Patterson passes to George. And again, no good by Oklahoma City. Iguodala's drive. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. Steven Adams picks one up.
Well, Iguodala doing a great job of getting into the teeth of the defense and then uses the angles so well.
And you look at Andre Iguodala, the first ever player to win a Finals MVP without starting a single game in the regular season.
That tells you something about his unselfishness and, at the same time, his under-the-radar impact on winning. His willingness to accept that six-man role right from the beginning, I really feel helped set the tone in that Warriors locker room.
Makes it, and the next one could tie it up.
Andre Iguodala about as reliable as it gets. Steve Kerr calls him the adult in the room.
And it's tied up with that one. Ranked first in assists for 4 consecutive seasons, Brent. Are these Warriors the best passing team in NBA history?
Well, by the numbers, you would say yes. Assist rates that exceed even the Showtime Lakers back in the early and mid-'80s. Also, this team has been first in offensive efficiency for 3 straight years. I mean, it's been remarkable. So not only the best passing team, but maybe the best offense of all time.
Now we see Andre Roberson making his return from the ruptured patellar tendon of winter 2018.
Just how disruptive was it for Billy Donovan and the Thunder to lose Andre Roberson last year? The numbers were staggering in terms of the defensive rating when he was on the floor, just how good they were. And the guy averages less than 5 points a game for his career, but his impact defensively cannot be understated.
No good on the free throw.
And a power forward in college. Roberson's been working on increasing his shooting range ever since he entered the league.
So he comes up empty, missing both. And 6'7" swingman Andre Roberson out of the University of Colorado, one of the league's premier defensive specialists.
And Kevin, there's a reason he started for most of his career, and it has nothing to do with his shooting. Now returning from that ruptured patella tendon, will he regain that elite defensive form? Only time will tell.
And here now the Thunder. Oklahoma City shooting 47%, pretty solid. Westbrook kicks to Patterson. Now the pass to Roberson. Lets a floater go, and it's good on the layup. And the Thunder lead by 2.
Well, I like watching Roberson get involved in the offense, especially when he gets down there. Nice soft touch down on the inside.
Pass to Cousins. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Shooting Golden State, Demarcus Cousins. At the line for 2.
Two-shot.
And that one falls for Demarcus Cousins. Durant's checked in for Andre Iguodala. And so he makes both from the line. And here's Westbrook. Pass to Roberson. On the wing, George. George double-teamed. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And so here is Golden State. crucial possession with time ticking down.
Yeah, an opportunity to take the lead on this possession.
Curry kicks to Thompson. Finds the bottom of the bucket from 13 feet out. Thompson's got 9 points now in just the second half. And so here is Oklahoma City. Outside Westbrook. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
You know, and after fighting to get back into it, that was the chance there to tie it up.
I'm not sure, but that could be a game-changing miss. He wanted that bad. Klay Thompson, no stranger to these situations, always willing to fire in the big moments.
Pass to Westbrook. Over Thompson. And that one hits back iron. And it's Golden State's ball. They're on a 20-7 run. Durant the pass to Bell. Curry looking around. Clock at 6. It's up a 3. The rebound by Patterson.
And you know what? If you're the defense, you got him right where you want him. Let him keep shooting those threes because he's been brutal in this half.
Westbrook, no good there. Good D by Thompson.
You know, not sure if it's him or the defense, but just something's off tonight.
Well, something in this frame for sure, but when you're out of rhythm, sometimes it's better to play the role of being the facilitator. That floater is a thing of beauty, effective when it's used the right way.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. They're trailing by 7. 52 seconds left in the fourth quarter. .52 seconds left to play here in the fourth.
And that's just great work there to get in the shooter's face and then go and corral that backboard.
Now Durant. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Running up the score, showing no mercy.
Well, you want to close the door on any type of comeback effort. This has been a vault. Ka-ching.
You're right. Different look here for the Warriors. Jones checked in for Cousins. Urebko comes in for Jordan Bell. Sean Livingston, he's checked in for Klay Thompson. And Cook subbed in for Steph Curry. And then for Oklahoma City, Noel's checked in for Patterson. Grant comes in for George. And it's Felton in for Russell Westbrook.
One shot, mind the lanes.
Tons of credit there on the focus level to stay calm in a huge moment, and he ices the game.
And unfortunately, it's time for them to say night-night.
Well, you'd like to have a rewind button and get a couple plays back, but impossible at this point. Need better execution at times.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. They're trailing by 10. 29 seconds left in the fourth. Adams dishes to Roberson. Kicks it to Felton. Adams outside. Here's Grant. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. Durant finds Livingston. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. And I think they built off that edge of being here and play with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much. Here with Kevin Durant. It seems like even with some adversity thrown your way, you guys find a way.
When we're moving the basketball, you know, we just relying on each other. And, you know, we're just believing in each other, man. No matter what, we just stick together.
It was very obvious that that was the case. Thanks, KD. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.